The Alesis Sample Pad 4 has a surprising amount of features for its price. If you want to check out my opinion and whether I think you should buy this, then you can find that in the link down below. But here's how you use it with triggers. Now I thought you could only use one, but you can actually use 2 triggers. So to get this to work, it's super easy. All you need is a jack cable. I've just got a really simple like right angle jack to jack, and then a trigger of your choice. So in this video, I'll be using the Roland PD8 pad. You do not have to use Roland pads. From what I know, all of the Roland pads do work, and pretty much any trigger pad will work. But if you wanted to replicate exactly what I'm doing, then this is all you'll need. If you want to use 2 triggers with it, then the only extra thing you'll need is another trigger, another jack cable, and a jack splitter. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna set this up behind the kit, and I'll show you all of the things you need to do to get it to work, and it's really easy. So once you've placed your trigger wherever you want it to be, in my case, the PDA is just here next to the crash. I'm just using one of those like splash cymbal arm extension things. Works a treat. But that's where I put it. I've then put the jack from out of the PD8 into the trigger input of the Alesis Sample Pad, which is just to my left here. And quite simply, all you have to do is hit the pad, and you should hopefully have a connection. So on the Alesis, we can see that's kit 1, the location of the sample is int, which is just the internal memory, and that we can see by hitting the down button that we've got X'd, so that means external trigger 1A, because you can actually have 2. You can have 1A and 1B. So if you have like a dual trigger, like the PD8 is, that means you can have head and rim, or you can just have a jack splitter, and you can have 2 different triggers on the same patch, which is quite nice because it's a 1 trigger input, but means we can have 2. So that's always really cool. In order to change the sample, it's exactly the same as you would changing any other sample. So in my case, I'm going to use a sample that's on the SD card, and to get there, I just hit the up button to get to the location, the lock, and then I'm just going to press the back button where it says card, then it has layer A, which is what I'm going to keep it on, and now I can just hit the down button until I get to the WAV section, and right now it's on clap sample 1, which is exactly what I want, but if I wanted a different one, I can use the left and right buttons to get to those places. If you want to see how to import audio to the Alesis Sample Pad 4, then you can check out the video just up there. So now's the fun bit in actually checking that it works, so we just hit the thing, and there we go. Super easy. If you want to adjust any of the settings, then just hit the down arrow on the Alesis Sample Pad. So you can change the tuning of it if you want it to be higher or lower pitch. You can change the reverb level. You can change the panning, the level of it, which for claps and things like that, I tend to keep at 10, which is full. Then you can change which MIDI note it's sending out. So you can actually control things like Ableton and that sort of stuff with this, which I'll get into in another video. And here is also where you can adjust the sensitivity, the threshold, all of that sort of fun stuff, as you can see here, which sensitivity is at 4, which is quite a nice place for a clap like this, especially on gigs. But obviously mess around with that to your liking. I'd highly recommend grabbing a splitter and doing 2 triggers with this because it is really cool. But as per normal, if you have any questions or things like that, feel free to lob them in the comments down below. I'm Harry, this is Drum Electric, and I hope you have a fantastic day.